motives, nefarious goals. And that is the reason you and I must engage in prayer. And through prayer, we are able to impose the will of God, superimpose the will of God, so that the will of God may be done in our lives. Years ago, a man of God was giving this particular testimony, very striking. This man of God found out that his life was just dry spiritually. His finances were dry, and he didn't really understand what was going on. They are praying, they are fasting, they are giving, but nothing was really happening. So he engaged himself in prayer. While in prayer, he could see in the realm of the spirit how the blessings of God were coming to them, but certain other forces, certain other powers were intercepting it and diverting it to occult practitioners. So you hear of these occult practitioners, how they are millionaires and they are billionaires, and they're using their wealth to do evil. You wonder why they have so much money, but they're using it for evil. It is because it has been stolen from the spirit realm, diverted by Satan, who is their father, to them to achieve his own evil agendas. When God's children have it, we can use it to advance God's kingdom. Even at my own level, I know the number of people, my family and I have been assisting, have been helping, all over the world, so that they can be comfort and peace in their lives. People can get well. People can be, if you have to pray for them, you do. They have to go to the hospital, you send them funds, and they can take care of themselves. That is why God blesses us. God blesses us to be a blessing. But if the blessing is not manifesting in your life, then you cannot really be of an advantage or a blessing to somebody else. Why? Though you may be positioned to receive the blessing, somebody is intercepting and diverting it. And so that whatever which is yours never comes to you. Somebody else is prospering there because of your effort, because of your labor, and Satan diverts it. Satan is a counterfeiter. He cannot create anything original. Anything good and positive does not come from him. It comes from God Almighty. And they are meant for the children of God, those of us who believe in, those of us who are born again and filled with the Spirit of God. However, we need to engage in prayer to recover that which is ours. Now, in the book of Matthew 13 and verse 25, Matthew 13 and 25, it says, "But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way." The best time for the enemy to strike is when men are asleep. The best time for Satan to strike is when people are asleep. He prefers to strike when people are asleep because that is the most docile state of life. A time when you are unconscious. You are not very aware of what is going on in your environment. So he strikes then. He said, while men are asleep, he comes to strike. The devil understands that a man is most time vulnerable when he closes his eyes to sleep. This is why the devil will wait until darkness comes before he strikes. Until darkness comes. You don't see him at day. I've said it time and again. If you really think that he is who he claims to be, show you up yourself by 12 noon in the afternoon. Everyone see you. Show up and say, look, I am the devil. But they will not. But when people are asleep, he sneaks in like a cat, trying to hurt and destroy lives. If you think you are who you claim to be, manifest by broad daylight by 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Show up. Those so-called witches and wizards, why do they operate at night? Why not show up in the day to prove that you got a power? We'll kill you. We don't even pray you dead. We'll cut off your head with the sword of the Spirit. But they won't try it. They show up at night when you are sleeping, behave like a cat to begin to misbehave. Why? Because they know at night people are asleep and docile, the body is resting, and they want to sneak in to do their evil. Night is a very dangerous time in the realm of the Spirit. And that is the reason you and I must engage in prayer. Jesus commanded us to pray day and night. We don't give up praying. Listen, prayer is a lifelong assignment. Prayer is a lifelong assignment. We never retire from prayer. As long as you live on this side of heaven, you will never retire from prayer. The devil never gives up easily. Why would you have to give up easily? The devil never gives up easily. Why would you give up easily? He never stops attacking. Why will you stop praying? He never stops killing. Why should you stop praying? We have this kind of, microwave mentality. We think we just do it for 5 seconds and that's enough. I wish it were so. But when you read the life story of Christ in the Bible, he was a prayer machine. While people are asleep, he goes to pray day and night. He will